Stop what you're doing. I'm about to tell you why you're unhappy, and it's not what you think. There's a stonecutter in ancient Japan. Poor man working in brutal heat every day, breaking rocks with a hammer. Exhausted, sweating, struggling. One day, he delivers stones to a wealthy merchant's mansion. Cool shade, silk clothes, servants everywhere. The merchant does nothing while Stonecutter suffers. The stonecutter thinks, if only I were rich like him, I'd be happy. A mountain spirit hears this wish and grants it. Poof! He becomes the merchant, rich, powerful, finally happy. But then, the sun beats down. Even with silk and shade, the heat is unbearable. The sun is more powerful than him. He thinks, if only I were the sun, I'd be happy. Spirit grants it. He becomes the sun, all-powerful, finally happy. But wait, there's more. And what happens next will show you why you'll never be happy chasing the next thing.
He's the sun now, all-powerful, scorching the earth, making everyone suffer. No one can stop him. Finally, true power. Finally, happiness. But then, a cloud passes. A massive dark cloud blocks his rays. He can't penetrate it. The cloud is more powerful than the sun. If only I were the cloud, I'd be happy. Spirit grants it. He becomes the cloud, blocking the sun, controlling rain, true power. But the wind blows him wherever it wants. He's powerless against the wind. If only I were the wind. Becomes the wind, unstoppable force, destroying everything. But then he hits a mountain. He cannot move it, cannot destroy it. The mountain stands firm. The mountain, that's true power. If only I were the mountain, I'd finally be happy. Spirit grants it. He becomes the mountain, immovable, eternal. Finally, he has found true power and happiness. And then he hears something, a sound that changes everything. Chip, chip, chip. At the base of the mountain, a stonecutter, a simple, poor stonecutter with a hammer, chipping away at the mountain's base. And the mountain, this all-powerful, eternal mountain, realizes something devastating. The stonecutter is breaking him apart, slowly, steadily, piece by piece. The mountain cannot stop him, cannot fight back. The weakest thing he once was is destroying the strongest thing he became. The stonecutter, he has the real power. If only I were... And suddenly, he's back. Back in his original body. Sweaty, tired, poor, breaking rocks in the hot sun. He's back where he started. But everything has changed, because now he understands. The stonecutter was powerful all along. Every position has power. Every role has strength. He just couldn't see it because he was too busy looking at everyone else. The grass isn't greener on the other side. You just can't see the weeds from where you stand.
Here's what the stonecutter learned and what you need to understand about your own life. The merchant had wealth, but was slave to the sun's heat. The sun had power, but was blocked by clouds. The cloud controlled weather, but was blown by wind. The wind destroyed everything, but couldn't move the mountain. The mountain was eternal, but was broken by the stonecutter. Every single position had power, and every single position had weakness. The stonecutter wasted his whole journey wanting to be something else, not realizing he already had power in being himself.
Right now, you're the stonecutter looking at someone else's life thinking, if only I had that, I'd be happy. Their job, their body, their relationship, their money, their freedom. But you can't see their weeds. You can't see the merchant's stress. You can't see the sun's limitations. You can't see what they struggle with. You only see the grass, and from a distance, it always looks greener. Meanwhile, your grass, your unique strengths, your specific gifts, your particular power, you can't see it. You're too busy staring at everyone else's lawn.
The merchant envies the emperor. The emperor envies the monk's peace. The monk envies the farmer's family. The farmer envies the merchant's wealth. It's a circle. It never ends. There's always someone to envy, always a better position, always greener grass. Unless you stop, unless you look down at your own lawn and start watering it instead of staring at everyone else's.
You have something unique, something only you have. And someone somewhere is looking at your life, wishing they had it. Your flexibility that the wealthy person wishes they had. Your freedom that the married person misses. Your peace that the ambitious person can't find. Your time that the successful person gave up. You're someone else's greener grass. Think about that. The stonecutter had the power to break mountains. Literally. He just couldn't see it because he was too busy wanting to be the mountain. What power do you have that you're not seeing? What strength are you ignoring because you're too busy envying someone else's? Your voice, your skills, your position, your relationships, your perspective, your time, your freedom. All power, real power. Power you're wasting while wishing you were someone else.
Comparison is the thief of joy. It's also the thief of power. While you're comparing, you're not building. While you're envying, you're not creating. While you're wishing, you're not doing. The stonecutter wasted his entire journey becoming everything except content with himself. Don't waste yours. Stop looking at their lawn. Start watering yours.
20 years later, that stonecutter is still breaking rocks, still sweating in the sun, still poor by some standards. But he's happy, truly happy, because he finally sees his power. He's the man who shapes mountains, the man who builds cities, the man whose hands create. He's not the merchant, not the sun, not the mountain. He's the stonecutter, and that's exactly who he was always meant to be. Your position has power. Your role has purpose. Your lawn has beauty. You just have to stop staring at everyone else's and finally see your own. The grass isn't greener over there. It's greener where you water it. The end.